What's up, guys? We are back for another Star Wars Black Series review, taking a look at the second half of our Murderbot duo. We are talking about 000 today, our torturous protocol droid here. So we've got this guy in our standard Black Series packaging, just like every other figure in the main line. You can see him there in the window. We've got some artwork down there on the side. This guy is number 89 in this particular line, and we have got more of that artwork as well as a bit of a write-up on the back. So let's do it. Let's pull this guy out and take a look. All right, guys, and here he is out of the package. Our second Murderbot in the latest Black Series wave. We've got the counterpart to BT, our 000 figure, and this one's pretty interesting because he is a mishmash of parts in some ways while making something very much unique amongst our other droid counterparts in the line so far, and I'm just happy to finally have the duo all together. BT and 000, have them together, ready to go for the collection. So we're going to jump right in, take a look, see how this guy moves around. He is similar to, of course, two figures that we've already seen, 3PO and 4-LOM. So you've got this 3PO style head so he can look up a little bit and he can look down, but it's mostly a more neutral pose. And then, of course, you've got rotation at the neck. The arms can go out. You've got this kind of collar almost at the shoulder. So the more you move it, the more his arm can move, and then the collar itself moves, and then you, of course, can move the arm inside the shoulder. You do have bicep swivel, and being a 4-LOM style arm, you've got the kind of piston action going on for the elbow articulation. It doesn't move much, but he is a droid, so it moves kind of exactly how you would expect it to. You've got rotation at the wrist, and he has up and down vertical hinges for his swivel there. You've got your diaphragm twist, so he can go backwards and goes forward a little bit. Little bobble side to side, and then you do have rotation there. The legs don't really go out just due to the design of the figure. You can twist him at the thigh. He does kick forward. The more you twist, the more he moves forward. He doesn't go back too far, though. You do have your single jointed knee, which is a little bit less than 90. Again, it's sculpt restricted. And then you've got your rocker and you've got your hinges down at the ankle. So if you've ever messed around with a 3PO figure or a 4-LOM, well, both really, you know what to expect here because he is very much a combination of those figures that we've already seen before. Now, as far as the overall look and feel, this guy is a bit of a mashup between our existing protocol droids. So you've got, just like with the existing updated articulation in the arms, you've got 4-LOM style arms. He has a 3PO style head, he's got a 3PO style torso and midriff section, and then as far as I know, 3PO and 4-LOM share the same legs. Of course, he does have a few differences, and one of them being his unique paint scheme. So this guy does have that kind of evil gunmetal carbon fiber style color going on to make him look a little bit more nefarious. And then you've got your sculpted on wiring in the midriff, and all of that is painted on the front and the back. So you've got that red, white, and kind of silver and blue, of course, paint scheme going on down there. He does have a little bit of wear and tear paint applications on him. So there's a little bit of silver paint on his torso. There's a little bit up on the top of his head, and then you've got it on his crotch, and you've also got some that run down his legs to make him look not so new. But for the most part, he is exactly what you think you're going to get. If you've seen 3PO, you know what you're getting here. If you've ever played around with 4-LOM, you know what you're getting here with some of that articulation. He does have a little bit of difference when it comes to his general disposition and his look. He certainly looks a little evil, and those red eyes definitely help capture that a little bit. It's kind of a subtle difference. You may not even notice it at first, but he does have those kind of murderous red eyes. But of course, the big thing, well, maybe not literally speaking, but the big thing in general for this guy are the hands. And this guy, of course, is a torture bot, so we have got a set of hands here that are specifically sculpted for 000, and they are done up with his various tools of torture. So you've got a bunch of saws, stabbing implements, you've got this kind of buzz saw over here on his right hand. These are all uniquely sculpted, all painted, so they're all done up with a silver metallic paint, and then each finger is unique, so none of them seem to be the same. And then over here on his left hand, you've got some more like kind of cattle prod style implements and more stabbing implements, and he's even got a little flamethrower ring finger there, which I think is fantastic. It adds a little bit of flair to this guy, definitely makes him stand out, and it's hard to miss this aspect of the figure. Even if you aren't familiar with him, you'll notice right away there's something a little bit crazy going on with this guy's hands, and they definitely make him stand out from amongst the other protocol droids on your shelf. And for a quick comparison, here he is alongside our other protocol droids. So you've got 3PO on the left, Forlom on the right, and you can see that they definitely share some similarities. 3PO in particular, he looks to be mostly like 3PO, and then of course you've got the different arms like Forlom has, but then of course Forlom does not have that same chest piece. He has a unique torso sculpt in comparison to the other two. So there's not really a great deal to compare. They look sort of similar in a few respects, and then not so similar in a few others. Now this guy does come with a couple accessories that they hid in the package. You can't actually see them unless you get these out. And he does come with a few extra hands. So you've got the standard torture claws on him in the package, and then he's got a trigger finger right hand and a gripping left hand. These basically seem to be the hands that come with Forlom. I would have preferred to have gotten the standard 3PO style hands because he doesn't have anything to grip, and I don't really have anything to give him either. He's always going to look like this anyway, so it's not really a big deal. I just kind of wish they gave him the more standard protocol hands so he could just stand alongside 3PO if someone, you know, not me, wanted to just have a black protocol droid. But you do have these options if you so choose. So overall, there's not really a great deal to say about 000. He is a figure that we've seen in many respects, just done up in a new way, and with, of course, a few unique changes, but I think Hasbro's done a pretty good job to translate this particular figure from his comic book origins into figure form. I'm not so sure that he's going to be among the must-have figures in this wave just because he is maybe a little bit lesser known than some of the other figures, but I think he, along with BT, do a great job of bringing these characters to life, and they'll go pretty well on your shelf whether you really care about them or not. They're unique and different looking, and it's pretty cool to have a few more evil droids as far as I'm concerned. So that's going to do it for this look at the Star Wars Black Series 000 figure. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and until next time.